My name is Michelle, and I had it on the wrong microphone. And what I do on this channel is I help teachers like yourself to, um, provide you with evidence-based and research-based um, strategies for your classroom. And if you're interested, you can find the test prep guide here. And what it is just templates to help you with a structure for your test prep. And tonight I'm going to be showing you part of the test prep where you can get this and see what some of the things that you can enjoy where you don't have to go fumbling for a test prep plan templates because it's all there. It comes with a daily mastery check and all of those things. So this is something that I created for myself a couple of years ago, and I have decided to provide it for you all. And it just simplifies your test prep, and you don't have to go jump through a whole lot of hoops. That's where we are. So tonight I'm going to dive into test prep. And I'm going to show you a little bit about my test prep. And this is a shameless plug. I'm hosting a free workshop. It's in the description of my live stream on YouTube. If you want to be a part of that free workshop, I'll be talking about this more in depth, and you can come on and ask your questions. It's something that I do every year to help teachers with spiraling in and helping them trying to get that last boost before students take their test. So what I do is, this is the first tip, is a calendar. And the calendar, there's some blank calendars in the templates for, well, in the toolkit, because I call it a toolkit. Now what I do here is 50, below 50%, these are student expectations that are below. This is the above 50%, and then you have your reteach. This is something that I use and am currently using. So we were on spring break. Every 2 days, I review two different teaks. So the 17th and 18th were the same, 19th and the 20th were the same, and then the 21st and the 24th will be the same. And this also helps with you having to just really track things, because during test prep, things move fast. And once we get into testing, it's moving fast, it's high stress. You need something written down, something that you can follow, also something that holds you accountable, and you're just not pulling a rabbit out of the hat. So that's what comes with this toolkit. You have the calendar right there. So if you're interested in that, you can get that. The link is in the description of in my YouTube channel. Hello. Also, I did April. I don't fill it out because everything that you do should be connected to data. So your data is not going to stay the same. So what I did is April is blank. So I leave it blank. I put the dates that they test for reading and the date that they test for math. So I'll know what's up and coming, because this, like I said, this time moves really, really fast. Now, in the test prep toolkit, you'll find that there's a spiral view, and I actually use this. Now what I do is I check mine by hand and eventually I'll move it to the computer, but I need to see that data every day. This is a everyday process. You have to hone in on this stuff like a magnifying glass. Now, as you can see, I boxed in 3.2a and 3.4a. 3.4a is problem solving. Just like I said, problem solving is the layer of the four operations. It's the icing on the cake because 3 through 5, it's four operations. In fifth grade, you start with decimals and fractions greater than one whole. And fractions are also another component of 3 through 5, which are important for our students. So, what I do is watch those overarching themes, but you have to identify what they are at your grade level because what's true for 3 through 5 or grades 3 through 5 or is not true for grades 6 through 8, nor is it for algebra 1. I've taught those subjects. Secondary is more expressions and equations, proportionality, geometry. I know in the state of Texas, they have some weird, it doesn't make sense because eighth grade math in Texas is not aligned with the algebra 1. I don't understand how they expect kids because there's a huge portion of measurement and geometry in eighth grade and in seventh grade. Like it's all over the place. It's not great. But this is problem solving, this is place value. And these students are struggling here. 42% is not where I want them at, and I need them 60 and above. 50 is a threshold that I use for identifying maintenance skills. If one of my readiness student expectations or standards is below 42, which this is a readiness standard and so is this, I put them as something that I want to reteach or address in small group. I I do small group twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursday. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I meet with all of my students, every last one of them. They get face to face time, and I meet with them for 15 minutes at intervals. And if they have some independent work, I send them back to their desk for that. That's how they work. We don't do independent work in small group with me. That is a waste of time when they can do it at their desk and they just bring it back up for me to check. And that's how I maximize my time with small group. Now, this is important. Tracking your data is important. It's very, 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 very important. And that's why I put this in here. But back to the toolkit, you not only get that, but you can disaggregate. You have disaggregation of data. You have small group templates. So what I do recommend is that you keep your small groups the same. Also, there are templates if you want to put your data. I have a daily mastery check, all the things that are there. See, there's your small group, your spiral review. But you definitely need to track your data. And that's how this test prep plan comes together. You need to spiral it. And if you're interested in this more, you can also join. Let me put this. You can register for my free workshop. And if you're, let me see, I'm going to put it in here. It's in the chat. You can register for my free workshop. And I'll talk more in depth about this during that workshop. That's going to be this Saturday. I was supposed to do it actually this past Saturday, but my allergies, yeah, they were not cooperating because it rains pollen here in Texas. So the pollen got me and I wasn't able to do it this week. So you have this week to register for that. And hopefully you can get your answers, your questions answered. I know the East Coast, especially in New York, they get out later in June than we do. So hopefully this is a workshop that you all can be a part of. And I hope I didn't blow your mind in my little emoji guy. Um, because sometimes this can be a lot, especially for teachers that are new to the profession, that are new to the content area. It can be a lot. So, again, come plan with me. Plan with me for your test prep. In 5 days, come save your spot. I dropped that in the link in the comment section. And thank you so much for tuning in with me, whether this is replay. This is not my normal time that I come on, but I want you all to be ready because, like I said, test prep is not going anywhere. It's here to stay, and I want us to be ready despite all of the roadblocks that we have up against us. Thank you again, and I will see you all either at my workshop or in my next live stream. Bye bye.